Hello, this video is going to cover the exciting new eSign features in our eSign 2.0 module. eSign has long been a part of Brokerment, but we've recently made some enhancements to how it works to improve the client experience. The first step to use any eSign document, as always, is to upload a PDF document. You can do that in the unsorted documents section. You can also do it from a checklist. Either way, once the document has been uploaded into Brokerment, you would click on the document and click on the eSign button to the far right. When you do that, this is where you'll notice the first change. It no longer asks you to manually type in the signer's name and email address. You can now add signers from either the users and contacts section if you've already added them on there, or you can add another person, which will pull in from your company contacts section. All you have to do is start typing in the contact's name, choose them from your list of contacts, and click Add Signer if you need to add on more signers. If you need to create a brand new contact, you can do that as well. So if I were to work with this new client, you'll notice that it has the Create New button, which you see elsewhere on the Brokerment system. You would click on that and type in at least the mandatory fields like first name, last name, and email address. If you want to be thorough and fill out the rest of the contact information, you can do that now. You can also always do it later. After you've created the contact, you'll see that they're added to your list of who needs to sign, and you can continue to add on more signers as needed. If you need to assign an order to these signers, you can go ahead and check the box here, and this will allow you to move the signers into whichever order you need them to be in. Most people don't need that, however, so you can just leave that box deselected. Once you're done adding on your contacts, you can go ahead and click Next, and this will bring you to the eSign page. Once on the eSign page, this is where you can drag and drop or double click signatures, initials, text boxes, check boxes, and sign dates anywhere on the document like you already have. The first step, if you want to place a signature box, would be to select Signature, double click wherever you need a signature to be. You can drag and drop it to kind of make it a little bit more accurate. You can also use the bottom right corner to expand or collapse the signature to match whatever this particular signature field needs to fit into. After you've made one signature field, what you'll notice is when you double click again, it actually keeps those same settings. So a great way of doing this is to make one signature field that matches what you need it to be, and then double click everywhere else you need a signature field to be. You can also choose who you need to have sign each particular space. So if this bottom right corner signature needed to be Taylor, great, we can just select Taylor. If this one needed to be John, we can leave those as John. You'll also notice that everything is going to be color coordinated. So John has been assigned this green color, so all of his different fields will be green. Taylor's been assigned this reddish color, so all of his will be red. That way it's a little bit easier on the eyes to see who is signing and initialing where. Initial boxes work exactly like signature boxes. You just select initials, double click where it needs to go. You can expand or collapse the initial box to match whatever you are trying to fit it into, and then you can drag and drop it to make it a little bit more specific. Text boxes are a great tool as well. You can double click, place the text box wherever it needs to go. Once again, you can expand or collapse it. What's nice about text boxes is you can fill those out now. So if you need to place some text into this particular document, you just hit the drop down, choose me, and then you can type in whatever information you need to type in. There's no need to expand or collapse this field. If you're typing, it will keep expanding to fit your particular verbiage. Checkboxes are also a great tool here. When you place checkboxes, you just double click, choose who needs to be checking this off, just like everything else. Now, oftentimes you're going to be checking the box for a client, so feel free to choose me. It'll automatically place the checkbox, and then you can drag and drop it wherever it needs to go. One of the coolest features of our checkbox is the ability to group them together. If you place multiple checkboxes in an area, let's say you had a yes or a no option, when you do that, it'll actually allow you to group those checkboxes. So rather than making them all required or all unrequired, you can actually drag and drop a box around those checkboxes. And then at the bottom here, it's going to ask you how many checkboxes must be checked. You then make your choice. Usually the choice is going to be only one, but you do have the ability to give it other options like at least one if it's a 0 or 1 type of thing, or if you have more than 2 checkboxes, you can choose 2 of 3 or 3 of 5, whatever you need to do there. Once you've made that selection, they're now grouped together, which you can tell by hovering over them, and you'll see this faint orange dotted box around them. Now if you need to ungroup them, just give it a click and click on ungroup. That will ungroup those checkboxes. Now sign dates is the last feature we're going to talk about on here. It's very simple. You just double click to place a sign box and then say who this is going to be linked to. What's nice about our dates is that the date will be filled in automatically as soon as the person it's assigned to has signed or initialed the document. For example, I have assigned this to Taylor. If he were to sign this document on October 9th, then this date would automatically fill in with October 9th. Now, one last cool feature to talk about here is that when you're doing signatures, as long as you're sending it to somebody else for signature, like John or Taylor, you can actually sign the document yourself right within this screen, so you do not have to email it to yourself. The way you would do that is where it asks you who signs here, you just choose me and then either type in or draw in your signature or initials. Once you're done placing everything where it needs to go, you would then just hit send. When you do that, it'll automatically be sent out for signature. A common question we get at Brokerment is, where does my document go? The quick answer is the document actually stays in Brokerment. It's just emailed in addition to these other people for signature. You can check on the status here by clicking on the e-signatures tab. This will show you who it's been sent to, who's actually signed it, and whether it's been viewed or not. If your client says that they need another copy of the document, you can hit these triple dots here to resend. If the client wants to update their email address, you can hit change email. Once you change the email and hit save, it'll automatically resend that document to that new email address. If you need to restart the process, maybe you forgot a signature or initial, you can just click Restart eSign. When you do that, you'll notice it kept the people that you typed in already, John and Taylor. So you would just hit continue unless you need to add or remove people. Once you do that, you'll notice it takes you back to the original screen. All of your signatures and initial boxes are all in here, and from here you can add or remove whatever needs to be added or removed. Once you click send, once again, everyone will get a new copy of the new document. Now, a very important piece that ties into all this are notifications. If you've seen our other video on notifications, you'll know that you can come into your notifications tab and turn these on at any time. If you want to be notified when a document has been viewed or signed, make sure to turn on your document signed or signature request viewed notification. You can of course have them both on if you like. You can also turn them on or off at any time. We're very excited to be releasing this new feature to you where contacts are now tied into our e-sign. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us via the chat, which is underneath the Need Help button here, online chat. You can also of course reach out to your support specialist or give us a call at our phone number 619-798-6369 extension 2. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to working with you.